As is well known, the US government has long sought to regulate cryptocurrencies. You won't believe what they just said about this, to be honest. It's quite startling. Thus, we must discuss it. In today's video, we'll also discuss price forecasts from industry experts for March and September. You are well aware that you must not miss this video. Disclaimer. You know we have to offer a quick update on Shibarium before we go into all of that. When I announced in yesterday's video that Satoshi had added a period to his Twitter bio, many Shib holders took it to mean that the term, Shibarium, had been finished. However, there are now 2 more dots forming a dotted line. Also, this is confusing, folks. The problem is this. Everyone is aware that 1 is a period and denotes the end. 3 dots, though, seem to imply that things haven't yet come to an end. Satoshi is either that or he is merely trolling the neighborhood. Yet I don't think the latter is the case. Satoshi understands how impatient the neighborhood is, after all. I consider it cruel to troll the neighborhood in that manner. Yet if it's not a troll, one is left to question what the significance of all the dots is. Having stated that, I believe it is crucial to remind everyone that we must attempt to control our expectations at this stage. If the development team hasn't explicitly stated a launch date, then nothing is guaranteed as of yet, though we can try to guess based on what we think are hints simply for fun. The dev team will announce the launch of Shibarium when it is ready, but if we act as though these projections are truths, we might just wind up being let down as we have been in the past. All we can do is wait. I'll get to the heart of today's video now. Many of us are aware of the US's ongoing efforts to regulate cryptocurrency. Yet there doesn't appear to be enough discussion of the reality that India is not a very crypto-friendly country. Due to India's unfavorable crypto environment, many crypto startups have had to avoid it. Even the most enthusiastic investors would stay away due to the 30% tax imposed on cryptocurrencies. But that's not all. India recently played host to a gathering while it held the G20 presidency. Also, the goal of the summit was to establish a standard framework for cryptocurrencies that would be used by all G20 nations, not just India. India desires a single regulatory framework for cryptocurrencies and considers this to be crucial in light of all the frauds and crashes that have occurred. Naturally, Janet Yellen, the US Treasury Secretary, attended the conference on behalf of the US. Although you might believe that the US is all about outright banning cryptocurrency or something worse, this isn't the case. Instead, Yellen pointed out that we haven't advocated for a complete prohibition on crypto-related activities. Nonetheless, it is crucial to establish a robust regulatory structure. We collaborate with various administrations. This may not be bad news after all, in my opinion. Given that we don't want to deal with the challenges that come with having an asset that is subject to the whims of the government, many individuals do want crypto to remain uncontrolled. We must concede that investors need some sort of protection against fraud and potential crashes in light of the failures of FTX and Luna. Perhaps the involvement of the government would bring about this. Because the government hasn't yet created this legal framework, it is obviously impossible to say with certainty whether it will be beneficial for cryptocurrencies. As a result, everything we say is just an assumption. But I'm curious to know what you think about the idea of the government regulating cryptocurrencies. In your opinion, would this be good or bad for the market? Please post your comments in the space provided below. Moving on, March will arrive in a few days, and price forecasts have already begun to pour in. For this projection, a variety of criteria have been taken into account. The debut of Shibarium is the foremost among them. The debut of Shibarium beta appears to be imminent, according to all indications. Of fact, the price of Shib would change dramatically if that happened in March. The fact that Ethereum whales have remained interested in Shib has also been taken into account. Shib is now one of the top 10 tokens that the top 100 Ethereum whales have purchased. Other than stable currencies and Ethereum, it is the 4th most held token. Hence, it makes sense that the price of Shiba Inus would increase, as it has been doing as a result of all these whales investing huge quantities of money in the breed. Elon Musk's potential to affect the price of Shib has also been taken into account by analysts. Despite the fact that he has never publicly declared his support for Shib, Shib has always benefited from his posts on Twitter. This may be related to the misconception that Elon Musk is actually Satoshi among certain Shib holders. Or it may just be a result of Shib's awkward relationship with competitor cryptocurrency Dogecoin. Whatever the reason, the fact is that Musk has been very active on Twitter lately, and his actions may wind up benefiting Shib. Analysts predict Shib to perform quite well in March in light of all of these things. No one is predicting anything particularly outlandish. Yet, it is expected that she will probably raise prices in the upcoming month. If you truly thought this was helpful, please leave a comment and tell your friends about this video. Using the YouTube algorithm, it truly assists me, which enables me to keep raising the caliber of the films. Moving on to the next subject, everyone is getting the shaft from inflation. But the majority of it has been directed at Gen Z and millennials. The cost of living is rather high right now. Also, a lot of Gen Z and millennials believe it to be nearly impossible to own real estate. Yet there are other things that are challenging besides owning real estate. Saving money for retirement is suddenly quite challenging. According to your financial guru, $1 million has long been the conventional savings goal for retirement. Yet, the benchmark has increased 3 times due to surging inflation. According to new WealthCare financial research, Gen Z and millennials require between $120,000 and $150,000 annually to live comfortably. This means that the retirement criterion has been raised to $3 million, and individuals must earn between $120,000 and $150,000 annually to reach the new benchmark. Unfortunately, not many people have seen a gain in income. Many people don't make even close to $120,000 a year, so they would not be able to reach the $3 million retirement threshold. It was said seriously, especially given that nothing appears to be changing. This is likely the reason that so many millennials and members of Generation Z are becoming interested in cryptocurrency. Many of them see it as a way to earn more money than they otherwise would have from traditional employment. And numerous cryptography-related testimonies appear to back this up. Shib, in particular, gives people the chance to enter the cryptocurrency market because it is much more affordable than many of the other prominent cryptocurrencies. This undoubtedly explains why there have been more Shiba practitioners throughout time. There are currently roughly 1.23 million Shib holders, indicating that enough individuals trust the tokens to be worthwhile investments. The fact that the Shiba Inu network's address count keeps increasing is encouraging for the project's long-term prospects, despite the difficulties the crypto market has been facing and the launch delays we have been having with FC Barrio. The increase in the number of addresses on the Shiba network, which indicates that more individuals are using the network and the cryptocurrency, is a crucial indicator of the authenticity of Shiba Angels. This is positive for the initiative since it shows that there is still a lot of interest in the Shiba Inu environment. Yet, it's also reassuring for long-term investors and can draw in potential investors. If you concur, please let us know in the comments area. This brings us to the conclusion of the video. Please like this video if you appreciate it, and don't forget to leave a comment in the space provided. I find that the YouTube algorithm is greatly aided by this. Likewise, if you can, spread the word about this video as widely as you can. Let's spread the word about this.